Hey there, YouTubers. It is your boy D Bellboy here, coming back at you with another video in the Revisited series. This time we're going to be doing Nioh. As many of you know, recently a lot of people have been getting the Nioh 2 alpha keys, and a lot of gameplays coming out about that. So we're going to go ahead and revisit this. Hopefully, honestly, I want to try to get done with this series before Nioh 2 gets out. So we'll probably be focusing a little bit more on this series rather than the other two that I have going right now, which will be the Horizon Zero Dawn and the Kingdoms of Amalur. So, what is Nioh, though? Nioh is an action RPG hack and slash Dark Souls-like game. It is developed by Team Ninja. Team Ninja is pretty much their two biggest series is Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden. For those of you who don't know what Dead or Alive is, it's pretty much their version, Team Ninja's version of Tekken, mixed in with a lot of cool moves and as everybody says, boob and butt physics there, but we don't really go into that. And then the Ninja Gaiden series, it's pretty much they rebooted the 90s NES game series, Ninja Gaiden, and they pretty much kind of took it from there. It was pretty much like Devil May Cry came out and the very first Devil May Cry came out in like 2001, and then Team Ninja dropped Gaiden, the first Ninja Gaiden in 2004 for the reboot to kind of match that. But it's still been literally both series have been going like match for match. So if you want to get into any of those games though, definitely check them out because they're all really great games. But Nioh itself, it's you can say it skipped here. I forgot that it jumps back to, yeah, there we go. Goodness. So Nioh itself is it's set in a dark fantasy version of Japan during the 1600s. But I think that's like the Sengoku period around that time. But pretty much we're taking control of an Irish samurai named William, and we're pretty much just gonna be trying to get our guardian spirit back and stop some evil stuff from going on there. I don't want to get too much into it, but that's just kind of like the overarching view of it. Yeah, one of the main like draws of this game was the fact that Dark Souls had I'm not sure if it was like 2 or 3 had just like been released, but it was kind of a little in-betweener game for them. Whereas Dark Souls has like the overarching overworld where you could always go back. Nioh took a different approach with it. They have like mission based. Mission based like a pathway, so it's still linear but no overworld, which I really hope they change in Nioh 2. But that's the main like draw to it was the fact that it was like a Souls game. But other than that, it still works exactly like regular Souls games, just with a Japanese twist on it. So the weapons that you can choose from here, and I do have the DLC content on here, so I do have like the extra weapons. But for this playthrough, we're just gonna focus on the single sword in this one. But it was the Japanese style weapons that you have in here. The actual the animal gauge, or your spirit animal gauge that you have. I want to say I think that's just like the overall general changes. But that's and it takes like a feel of the feel of Bloodborne a little bit as well too. It's more faster pace, but it's a Dark Souls like game in which it's really tough. Like depending on the enemy, one hit can pretty much kill you for anything. But that's just like the general overview of everything. I don't want to talk too much here. So we're going to start a new game. We're going to go ahead and create new character data. I was actually practicing up a couple of days ago because I sucked. But we'll just go ahead and let this play out through here.
Some call it a miraculous stone. A philosopher's stone. The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain, the country where the sun never sets, for control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle. The Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy, hiring pirates like us to find Amrita for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
And here we are, starting off in the Tower of London. It seems death won't stop chasing me. Alright, April 15th. Yes, thank you. So, standard controls here. Square for your light attacks, triangle for your heavy, dodge is circle, or my bad, dodge is X. R2 lets you swap between your different sets of items and items that you have on there. L2 allows you to use your ranged weapon. L1 is for block. And I can't remember what R1 is allows you to switch between two sets of weapons, because you are able to have two sets of weapons on here, both ranged as well as melee. So I'm gonna wait for Mr. Guard here to pass. Hey buddy, we're not doing anything. We're totally not planning a jailbreak here. Psych. ahead and slide through here. Take this.
I should have run when I had the chance.
And let's go ahead and get ourselves some gear. So in the room in here, like always, gonna be starting sword. Really, they gave us 2 swords. Okay. But yeah, you click the D-pad and it goes to your equipment. You pretty much equip everything that you want to from here. Now, do note that the game does not stop, period. So like there is literally like I only think like the only way the game stops is if you're going into is it the setting? Nope, not even the settings. Yeah, I don't think the game does not stop until you're at a pause screen. So make sure you, whenever you guys, if you guys do decide you want to play this, make sure you're in a safe area, because last thing you want to be doing is putting on gear and getting snuck up behind and subsequently killed. Because like I said, this is exactly like a Dark Souls game. So if you, with Dark Souls, you have the you got your bonfire. If you have not gotten your bonfire, you will lose everything. Pull out our sword here.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Oh, oh, oh. And just like that, he goes down. What you got for us? Another sword? I don't need that. But I'll take it anyway. Let's see. In one of these cells, I think I just ran by it, didn't I? Yep, I ran by it like I did. Give me the goods.
I guess yourself is your only savior.
Guess so. Freedom! But not really. Oh yeah, we got our medicine. So, medicine is essentially your Estus flask. For those of you who play Bloodborne, it is your blood vials. Go ahead and put them on the first slot. And there you can see on my pad over there, they are the first, the number 1 up there. And whenever we take damage, you pop one, gives you some health back. I think you can hold up to like the at the start of the game, the minimum you can hold is up to 3, or the max you can hold up to 3. The more you, I think it's like, well, when we get there, like you'll see it, but there are shrines you pray at, and the little spirits, kodamas. The more you get, they give you, they increase how many of the amount of like medicines you can actually carry. So what we got here? A coat. Sure, I'll take whatever. Running around in the buff here, the nude. Well, in my trousers at least. Good, eh? Bruh, you really gotta work on that. Ooh, oh, got me. Was not expecting that to reach. Alright, let's see if we can... Yep. Alright. And we're gonna just glitch the computer here. As he doesn't know what he wants to do, whether or not he wants to shoot us or not. I'll go ahead and heal. And get a little open sesame action in here. Hey, bruh. You missed. And booyah. Okay, so if you saw the enemy, his stamina gauge got red. It's in this game, stamina management and health management are a big thing. So above the blue bar up there in the top left, that's my health, and below it is the stamina. Anytime I do anything, it costs stamina. If I go into red, I can do nothing. Now, if you're fighting an enemy and you block, if you block enough, or with certain attacks, if it puts you into that red state, and they hit you in that red state, it will 9 times out of 10 you will die. It is a one-hit kill. However, on enemies, if you manage to get their stamina into the red zone, more than likely, depending on what move you do, you can one-hit kill them. So it's a nice little balance game that we're playing here. Hey, your boy got some pants. Now we're looking proper. And down he goes. Head up here. Good old winding stairs in British architecture, eh? And here it is, our shrine. Just like I said, your shrines are exactly like your bonfires, and they're exact for Dark Souls, exactly like your lanterns in Bloodborne. You pray, you can they refill your medicine, as well as if you pray here, all the enemies in the area that you have killed will also come back. So do be mindful about that as well. Put yourself in a corner, buddy. That's one thing you never want to do in this game. Put yourself in a corner. Got some gloves here. Is this coat better than what I got? No, it is not. Let's see, I can strong attack break. Or parry. I don't have parry yet, so that's useless to me right now. And a battle axe. Honestly, I don't use battle axes because, again, just like in Dark Souls, depending on the weapon you use, it uses up a certain amount of stamina, and we got a spear. But yeah, like certain weapons use up a certain amount of stamina, and just for basic run through right here, so single sword, even this the bastard sword that we have here is just a little bit better for run throughs. I'm not trying to do any crazy over the top builds here. I'm pretty sure there you can if you want to see like crazy builds, there are like other YouTube channels and like guides out there to show you how to like make all the broke stuff, because I'm pretty sure the Onmyoji magic in here is still broke as crap as well. So
There's only a limited amount of Amrita we can extract from this country, Kelly.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
By But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow.
Hey! Who are you?
Ow. Hey, buddy, I was listening to a very important cutscene there.
Such noise.
Oh, there we go. Dang it, you made me miss a very important, well, not really. It was scripted, he was supposed to hit me, but yeah, it sounds like we have some nefarious people to deal with here. If you didn't know, we were dealing with with some evil people. Rewind it, because anything that says war, blood flow, they're not good people. Just a side note there. Oh, well now, purple gloves on an intro run. This is rare. What do we have? Damage reduction and defense, toughness, drop on them. Well, I certainly will. And down the winding staircase we go. Excuse me. All the riffraff first. And open up this shortcut. And there's the prey room. So just like in Dark Souls Bloodborne game, there are shortcuts back between the level. Like I was saying, though, the only thing about it is these levels are mission based. There is no overarching story world, or not story world, but no overarching world where you can run through the entire world back through all of these. You have to select which mission you want to run. Sad face, because I feel like if they actually did do a world on world building on this, it would be in one of the best things ever. Let's see, better coat here. Damage reduction. We got the receive firearm, receive damage from attacks, crits. Sure. Put a stone on there. Hey, buddy. What are you swinging at? Alrighty, this is what we didn't want to happen. You never want to fight two enemies at a time. Alright, but we managed to take it out fairly easy. Let's heal. And then we're about to catch this guy slipping over there after we open our chest here. attributes we got. Damage reduction and damage from fire. Yep, instantly better. And don't worry about me, bro. I'm totally on guard patrol here. I'm a member of the guard. Psych! Sleeping on the job. That's what you get, man. Better sword. What's on our sword? What's on the sword? Parry and parry critical. Ugh. Thought we actually had something better. Now let's take a gander on outside here. Deal with that. Want to play these jump games and hi and bye. Check these pants. Damage and defense. Yep. Ow. And that's an easy one there. And we got through here. Okay, so this is a we don't want to go here because that's 2 armored knights, and like I said, we're 2-on-1 in 2-on-1s in this game is not something you want to do ever, especially against those heavily armored guys, as they will one-shot you. Nice smooth little.
Looks like I might be able to escape from the top of that tower. How can I get up there?
Alright, what we got in here? It's a knight. I think there's like, yeah, 1 dude back there. And then 2 here. Yeah, not worth it. There's literally nothing of importance up there. We got in here. Okay, what's going to happen is I'm going to slowly back up out of here and act like nothing happened. Okay, I'm glad that worked, because that was about to be a problem. Oh my, this looks like it's like the torture room.
Using monsters like that to fight wars. Guess they got no more use for us. His body just split in two. Oh God! You wanted to kill me from the start. Striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country.
Yeah, no good memories there. Let's make our way out of the dungeon slash torture. Well, actually, no, we were in the dungeon. This is the straight up just torture room. Oh God. Not fond of fighting this guy, especially in this enclosed space. Ooh, almost. Ooh, Alrighty. Making it by the skin of our teeth in this one. Got on that new sword, that blue sword. Strong attack damage, strong break, close combat. Yep, we will definitely equip that.
Made it all this way for nothing? Oh, I gotta do something. If I jump...
Oh, this guy's dead meat. Yeah, he didn't even stand a chance. Alright, so we'll get into the final section here. Have the intro level at least. Superhero landing. Oh yeah, easy first boss, right? Right?
It's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold.
It's time for your execution.
Well, that's just great. Gotta deal with emo goth man, and now I got super steroided out axe guy. Easy boss, right?
Well done. Quite a feat. So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
Journey was not an enjoyable. During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe Boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
Alright, so that was the little intro there. Seems like they had a little bit of rough time there. Naming the ships after a couple of virtues there. Lost the faith. But let's see here. Before I begin my preparations for landfall, I leaf once more through that curious book I had chanced upon. Recorded inside are the memoirs of a sailor who had once paid visit to the land of Zipangu. Precisely how this document wound up in the hold of this ship when its author clearly belonged to the crew of a different boat is beyond me. But here I am, poring over its pages all the same. And not for the first time this voyage, I may add. What fascinated me above all else were the memoir's many accounts of Zipangu's diverse armor and weaponry. And literally, it allows us to pick what our starting weapons are. Because like I said, you do get two. The standard that you have for the game were sword, dual swords, spear, axe, and kusarigama, and then the DLCs added in the odaichi and the tonfa. But for us, we are gonna go straight up Zolo, triple sword, and we're going sword and dual swords. The sailor from the memoir seemed to have spent quite some time in Zipangu and succeeded in keeping the company of samurai. He writes in detail of establishments in Zipangu called dojo, where people, including samurai, congregate for instruction in the martial disciplines. Just reading the sailor's vivid accounts, I feel as though I am there in the flesh, watching these warriors as they train. The samurai is a master of many armaments and trains for combat in every imaginable scenario. If I were to use another weapon, which one would I use? Like I said, we're going dual swords. The memoir also asserts that the samurai are knowledgeable in the martial arts. First, they know which fighting stance to use in each situation, high, mid, or low. Second, after each attack, they ready themselves for the next strike by focusing their ki or inner energy. Third, once their ki is ready, the samurai can use purification techniques to rid their surroundings of malevolence. I know not how to explain it, but I feel as though I have some innate ability to grasp all these concepts and have experimented many times with each technique. The memoir states Zipangu is home to 8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure was derived, I can only imagine, but as I cast my gaze onto the shore, I am struck by the sensation that some mystical power has been keeping watch over me. It is an energy that reminds me of Seorsi. I pull out the memoir once more and survey each page until I arrive at the guardian spirit that best matches the force I am sensing. And here we get to choose our starting guardian. So Kato gives us +1 to our strength. It's fire. Izanade gives us +1 to spirit, and its ability is the fact that it allows us to see enemies on the minimap. And then the Daibawashi gives us increased evasive abilities. So honestly, starting off, I don't know. Experience strength. Honestly, I'd rather take the evasiveness just for movement purposes. Alright, so our starting two weapons, sword, dual sword, and we have our starting guardian, which is Daibawashi, for evasiveness. No, I don't need no stinking tutorial. The dinghies have been ready for us to make landfall. For all I have read on this country, nothing can truly prepare me for what now lies ahead. I put the memoir down and leave my cabin. And so now we are finally in the actual main game here. So honestly, I want to try to. I don't want to do a longer episode for this one, because just for the simple fact that it can take a little while. So I'm actually gonna end the video right here, guys, and then I'm gonna make a second video. We'll pick up from right here. But yeah, that's, like I said, that's gonna do it for this video. If you like what you saw here for this series, give me a thumbs up, as well as, like always, leave me comments down below. Tell me what I got right, what I got wrong. Let me know how you're liking the series, what I can do better for you guys, because these revisited game series, like everything I do here, is a labor of love, is for you guys. So I would like your opinion, as well as if you like what I'm doing here on the channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well too. Also, don't forget to make sure you hit the bell next to the subscribe, so that way anytime I upload, you guys will always get notified. And just like General, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time, and remember, we're always good like grandma's cookies.